Hello students. So in previous class we have discussed about uh, the scheme of the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, and also we have discussed about a social audit report, and today we are going to discuss about the access to the affordable food. So from this granary, the king should set apart one half for the people in the countryside in the times of distress, and the other half he should replace old stock for new. So it is Arthashastra by Kautilya in the 4th century of BC. What happened is, alongside employment, the government has to ensure that everyone has access to affordable food. So the people who are living in their kingdom, though everyone, the king should make sure, the government should make sure that everyone should get the food which are they're eating. So for that they need to provide the employment for everyone, so that the employment and income cannot do much if the prices of essential items are very high. So that when the employment and income, they can't do more when the products prices are, whatever the essential need items are there, if the prices are very high, then they won't able to purchase it, and their income and their employment is not sufficient to about the purchase it. So that the major way in which the government tries to ensure that all the essential items are affordable is to sell the food grains through the ration shops at a fair price, so that not everyone people, they won't able to purchase the rice or whatever it may be from the shops, because they, some people, they do not getting the proper employment, so that they won't able to purchase. So that the government has provided a system, that the government is making sure that the essential items which are need to the people, like the selling the food grains to eat, so that is, the government is selling the food grains through the process of the ration shops at a fair price, at a less amount of price. So that the government will, what it will do, it will buy the food grains from the farmers and it will supply this to the ration shop. So this is the process the government is doing. It is just to provide the facilities, provide the food grain facilities to. After that, what the ration shop will do, it will keep the stock of the food grains and as well as other important items, like essential items, like what the sugar, pulses, kerosene oil they will use for cooking. So all these essential items, it will, the ration shop will keep a stock in their shops. So the government will sell, it will send to the, it will buy from the farmers and it will send to the ration shops, and it will sell through by the ration shop to each and every family. So that here, the every person should get a minimum essential items. So prices at the ration shops are lower than if we purchase outside, then the prices will be very high. So if we see, if we compare the, so this system of ration shop is distributing the food grains and other essential items is known as what? The public distribution system, or in short we can call it as the PDS system. So it is implemented by whom? It is implemented by the government. So the PDS system has, it is present, it is existed in our India. Right from which time? Right from the time of our independence, and it has played very crucial role in making food to available everyone. So this system has came from the time of independence, when we got independence. So from at that time only this system has running, and it is played very important role, because of the system only the every person in our country, they are able to eat, because they are getting the grains, essential items, rice for the lower prices. So that's why these, it has played very important role to available the food to everyone. And if we see both in the rural and urban areas also, it is this system is available, and this system is used very lot to the people. So there were, of course, the so of course they will have the problems of in functioning. But in some places the ration shop, they would not open regularly or on time. So these are the problems the people will face because of this ration shop. So you can see in some places they will not open it regularly, only monthly, or few days they will open it, and they will not open in time also. So the food grain stocks would be, it has adulterated. It means they'll get the intention that no one buys it. So the ration shop owners who are there, the ration shop owners, they would be found the selling food grains to other shops rather than to the public. So whatever the food grains the government is sending to the ration shop for the purpose to sell the public, but what that ration shop owners will do is they will sell to the other shop owners. So uh, rather than selling to the public, they will they will sell to the other shop, so that many people including poor people also, they won't able to receive like the rations to them. So like this, the whoever it may be, the owners who are doing the wrong way about this process, who are not selling to the people, rather than they are selling to the other shop, so they'll get, if the government knows about them, then the government will take action definitely. So the performance of the ration shop was not so good, and expected in the poorest states also, and in the poorest regions of India also, that much the performance of these ration shops are not good. So here the problems of the PDS, it requires a better implementation. So whatever the problem the people are facing because of this public distribution system, so they require what, a better implementation. So since when these PDS system was working well in the southern states of, like in Kerala, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, in these states it is working well. It would certainly be impossible to improve if everyone would try. So not only in these states, if these ration shop, if they try in other states also, then they can, it is possible to improve. uh, if they try, then it is possible to improve about, they can succeed in this to provide the food grains, essential food grains for the all the people in their countries. However, our Indian government had other plans also. Like in the year of 1997, it has decided that ration shops should cater mainly to the poor. So when in the year of 1997, the government have decided that the ration shop is there. No, it is just for only mainly to the poor people. So from here on, the poor would be served by the ration shops. So from that year, the poor people, they are getting services from whom they are getting the services by the ration shop. So while the rest would buy food grains mainly from the market at the higher prices. So remaining people who are there, instead of poor people, the remaining people who are there, they will buy all the food grains mainly from the market, and they'll also buy for the higher prices because they are rich people, so they can able to buy in the market. So to, to implement this new policy on the PDS system, then first of all the government need to know who are the poor people and who are the rich people. So the government should know the differences first of all, that who are relate comes in the category of the poor people. So that thus the panchayat in the villages are asked to conduct what, they are asked to conduct the surveys called BPL. It is nothing but the below poverty line surveys. So who are below poverty line people are there, they will comes under the poorest people. So what the government will do, the government will give orders to the panchayats in the villages. So the every village of panchayat, they will conduct the surveys as in the name of what, BPL, the below poverty line. So these surveys take into the account the family's income, means of livelihood, and number of meals per day, clothing, housing, migration, debt, etc. So it comparing all these aspects, then they will decide that who are the, who are comes under the BPL. So if they have a good income, if they have a good livelihood, if they have a good if they are eating good food for a day, and if they are wearing the good clothes, and if they have good housing, migration, then they won't comes under the BPL category. So then after they will see all these aspects in the villages to decide whether the household is that member is a poor household or a rich. So based on this survey results only, there are three types of cards will issued. What is that? The poorest families are issued anti Ayodhya cards. It is next whose situation is slightly better but still can be considered as poor, issued BPL white cards. So they have some amount of good income, but they are not able to purchase here they are not able to purchase some items, so slightly they are better, but still they are considering as what, poor only, as they so for that people they will issue the white cards as be considering as the BPL members. So they will issue the white cards to them. So the remaining families who are there, for the all the remaining families they will issue the APL, it is pink cards they will issue. So the quantities and prices of the ration given to the each card holder are different. It means, for example, in one family there are 4 members, then for one person this much 4 kgs of rice. So it means completely for 4 members, 4 into 4 kgs, we will get the 16 kgs of rice. So like this quantity and prices for each family are different, because in one family there are 5 members, in another family there are only 2 members. So based on their family members, the prices is also different and the quantity is also different to them. For example, the card holders, the white card holders who are there, they have getting 35 kgs of food grains. They are getting rice and wheat per month per their family. And the below poverty line card holders in Telangana, they can receive how much? They can receive only 6 kgs of food grains per head. So the Annapurna scheme is there. There is a scheme. So it has the card holders who are the poorest of the poor people, like indigent senior citizens. They will comes under the category. So they will get the 10 kgs of rice free of cost. No, some they'll not take some amount of money also. So they will get a free of cost of money. So like this previous system is playing a very major role in our country to producing the food essential items to the people. But in some places it got successful, but in some places it if they try then it can be successful. But everyone should be careful about the fraud ration owners who are there. So instead of selling the rice to the people, but they will sell to the other shops and they'll earn the money. So this is not is the process of right process. Then everyone should be beware about this, and they have to be in their the way of a good system. So here the next topic is the social audit in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. So in these two states, the social audit has conducted. So an often repeated complaint of the government employment programs has been about corruption. So repeated complaint they got about the government employment programs about the matter of what? About the matter of the corruption. So the benefit of the schemes, it is said, go to those who wield power and the contractors, whereas the poor receives much less than what is the officially claimed. So what is happening? Whatever the schemes the government is implementing, so the benefits of that scheme, it is completely go to those the wield power, it is going to the contractors only. Whereas if we compare the poor people, they are receiving some only less amount of money officially what they are getting from the government. So that much money they won't able to get. So to reduce this, it means in middle who are taking this money, the contractors, they are taking this money. So to reduce this corruption, the scheme, the Mahatma Gandhi scheme, MNREGA, it is introduced what compulsory social audits it has introduced. So here the social audit is a process by which the community verifies, it means it will audits the program and its implementation. So what is here, what is the main thing of the social audit is, it is a process. The social audit is nothing but it will checks, it will verify whatever the programs are implementing by the government. So this social audit, it will try to find out whether the benefits of that scheme or about that products or activities, they are reaching to the people or not. So this social audit will check. So the erstwhile the Andhra Pradesh have experienced in this regard has been particularly noteworthy. So the government has taken a very active role in supporting the civil society initiative from the civil society. So here you can see the diagrams. We have 4 diagrams here. So what is happened, we will see in first diagram we can see some members are standing. So what is that? A few energetic literate youth. Who are these people in first diagram? The few people who are educated, who have a good education, literate people, youth they are. So they are usually belong to the families of which families? The below poverty line families, who will, their parents will work in this scheme, the Mahatma Gandhi scheme. So that workers, and they are trained in, they are good educated people, so that they are trained in social audit process. So coming to the next diagram, you can see these youth, what these youth will do, they will form a team group together, and they will go from door to the houses, in each house in the village, and they will check and they will verify the what are the work have done, work sites, muster rolls, and whatever the entire record is there about that scheme. So they will they will go to door, and they will ask to them, and they will write the statements of the workers, and they will conduct a series of the meetings in each and every village. So coming to the third diagram, you can see that next what they will do, a massive after getting the information from the door to door, they will conduct a meeting. So a massive public meeting is organized. Where it will be organized? It will be organized at the mandal headquarters, and attended by the people from every village. So whoever the elected representatives are there, and the media will also come. So about the scheme of this whatever the functions are there concerned, and the serious all the senior government officers also attend to this meeting. And coming to the fourth diagram, you can see that a youth lady is talking here. So at this meeting, the village wise social audit, it will completely whatever the information they have gathered, they are reading out, and the workers they are testify, and whoever the officials came to that meeting, they are concerned, and they are responsible to these issues which are raising given, and they are started giving explanation about the actions which have got the complaints about them. So what is the next point is, whoever the officials are there, they need to require to do such work, the nature of the remedial action immediate, and within a limit of time they need to finish the complete work here. So in the following up, whatever the social audit teams are there, which we have seen in the diagram first. So the youth will form a team, that audit teams, they will go back to their villages, and for every 15 days, after the meeting of for every 15 days, they will make sure that decisions have taken actually they have enforced.